Welcome back to Paths of Exile. Here with me is Mr. Nada Ben Shifuede.
Hello. Welcome to Witchery of the Online Handle on Use.
Benjamin, you're suddenly very quiet.
Oh, alright, that should be a little better.
There we go. Way to be a pro broadcaster.
Yeah, move the mic away.
The Shifuede. Does that work for you?
It's getting worse and worse.
I could make it even better.
Oh, I'm sure.
Put a T in there.
Yep.
Shibuda?
Well, I may be full of whips, but I do not have the spell patch.
Oh, you've sent me a party invite already.
Yes.
Ugh, now you're the party leader. I'm not sure I like that.
Onwards to disaster.
Okay, you are at the climb. Would you like to drop a portal scroll? Okay, I gotta do just a little bit of inventory management, and then I'll be there. I have a rare armor finally.
Alright.
Okay, I keep forgetting to use my shield spell. Alright. So armor's really not that great, but it's better than what I got. If they think this amount of inventory management's bad, they should see our other games.
Right.
And I'm gonna go talk to Navali. I have a new prophecy.
Breathed in blue sinew, it is protected from the flames, the storms, and the snow alike.
When she read that prophecy, it sounded like the voice actress they used for the Gemling Queen.
Huh.
I wonder, maybe that is the voice actress for the Gemling Queen, and they've just had her change her accent a little bit, sound a little less crazy.
Quite probably.
We'll use an orb of transmutation on a ring, shield, or amulet, and it will gain resistances. Now, I can save these up, right? I can have up to
Yes. 6.
7.
Oh.
Because I think I'll save that, maybe. Maybe. Hold on. Okay, so transmutation is the one that upgrades a normal item to a magic item, which is really pretty lame.
I mean, it works in the very beginning. You know, you're playing it.
Yeah, and the best part is I just sold my normal items, so...
Well, that's good. We're guaranteed to get a hockey quest.
Did you just say hockey quest?
Haku.
Oh, you found a Haku?
No, I got a prophecy.
Oh, that you would get a Haku your next area?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. waypoint. Did I just see you deal chaos damage?
Yes.
Really? Are you using an ability to do that?
Yes.
And which ability is that?
Called Contagion.
It's called what?
Contagion.
Oh, I remember Contagion. That's an AoE, isn't it? Yeah, I used to
Yes.
run that.
And I have a second one that's called Viper Strike.
Never messed with Viper Strike. Contagion I messed with, though. It's really nice in the early game, especially when you're dealing with crowd control. Would you like to tell people what Contagion does?
Yes, it deals chaos damage over time, and then if you die as part of it, it spreads to other enemies.
Yes, it's pretty cool early in the game. And would you like to tell them what chaos damage is?
Chaos damage bypasses shield and goes directly to hit points.
Yes.
My mana is spent.
And I just drank the wrong potion.
Here you go.
I don't have a belt. I guess I'll put this rustic sash on. Worthless noob equipment. Is there a keyboard shortcut in this game to go up and melee the nearest enemy?
No, unfortunately not.
That's lame. And that is the smallest version of that zone I've seen.
I don't know. I could have sworn it was always that size. Just
I thought it was more expansive.
In this cage, evil claws at the bars and howls for freedom.
there's the waypoint.
Yep. You know we need to return to town to take a quest, right?
Yes. Well, since we have a waypoint here.
Or you could burn one of your town portals. That'd be okay. Where is this waypoint? Oh, there we are.
It's told that Brutus was a man of stature, the warden of Axiom prison. A man cursed by a twisted enchantment of his own commission. There's a grain of truth to the tale, and Brutus has no pity. Have this. Maybe it's something.
Okay, so spells. Sport gems. So, sport gems, you put them in a linked socket. So, for instance, these boots have linked sockets. A blue socket linked to a red socket. Let's see, what does this one do? Gain 25% of physical damage as extra fire damage. Adds 1 to 8 lightning damage, 50% less damage to other targets. Single target melee attacks deals splash damage to surrounding targets. Okay. None of these are really super appealing to me. But anyway, so this lightning gem, let's say that... 1 second. Sorry about that. For some reason, my computer decided to disconnect from the internet. But I'm back now. This is actually an excellent opportunity to show you guys what to do if something like this happens to you. Because it may happen. I know it happens to me. I don't get disconnected from the internet, but it's not infrequent that I have Path of Exile disconnect me because my ping's too low. So what you do, we were talking to a quest giver, right? And she was going to give us a reward, and we go to talk to her again, and oh my gosh, it doesn't pop up with the reward anymore. Where did it go? Did I lose it forever? Now, if you look down here, you will see dialogue options related to your current quests. You'll see one marked reward. And oh, there's our loot back. Very handy with those who have, for those who have poor connections. So, as I was explaining, this one gives 1d8 lightning damage. So, let's take Glacial Hammer as an example. Let's say I put it there. And for the sake of discussion, we'll say this was a blue slot. I would take this blue add lightning damage gem, and I would put it there. And then my Glacial Hammer would also deal lightning damage. Is that correct, Benjamin?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, of course, the one thing that people should keep in mind is that many of the support gems, most of them in fact, have a mana multiplier, which is usually listed at the top. And that can that can be important for people who start to run low on mana once you start getting more auras and more latent abilities that reserve part of your mana pool.
Yeah, it's especially nasty when you have one that increases the mana by as much as 50%, as is the case, I believe, with some of the summoning buffs.
I think one of the ones offered to me was a 180% increase.
Oh, dang.
But it actually was quite good. It was actually a very good option because it repeated the attack 2 more times, albeit for 20% less damage, but you're still getting 3 attacks for less than the price of 2 attacks.
Yes. I do not really like any of these support gems.
I took lightning. Most likely we'll run into a lot of them.
You know? I mean, I do have a melee attack. I don't use it a lot, but I could get that. Get the melee splash support.
Yeah, that would be quite useful. It would definitely support a leeching type build.
Yeah. Now, if I have a gem that converts 50% of my physical damage to cold damage, and then I add a gem that converts 25% of my physical damage to fire damage, does that 25% account for the other 50%? I mean, is the 50% of damage converted to cold damage, is that removed from the physical damage? And so then I would only be getting 25% of the remaining physical damage converted to fire damage? Or does the 25% apply to the base physical damage?
I believe it applies to the base. It's been a long time since I've read the wiki on that.
Okay.
But I think it takes all of the modifiers on it. And I don't believe they can add up to more than 100% though.
Okay.
But I believe it will, it just pulls it out of that, and since it's a conversion. Now if it adds, that's a different story, and then there's actually a formula.
Okay. So what I think I might do is do the added fire damage support on Glacial Hammer, instead of just the raw plus 1 to 8 lightning. What are your thoughts?
I don't know. I like adding the extra damage in, but either one can work depending on what kind of build you want to do.
Actually, it looks like right now the lightning would increase. Yeah, let's do lightning. Well, do I have a... Yeah, I could do that. Okay.
Remember, lightning, if enemies get shocked, then they are taking increased damage.
Yes. And now I can freeze them and shock them.
Exactly.
Okay, so right here, now when I use Glacial Hammer, which I'm going to put in my left mouse button, not only will it cast Glacial Hammer, but it will also add lightning damage to it, to the tune of 1 to 8 lightning damage. And FYI, something I find quite handy. So your left mouse button is your primary melee attack usually. If you put a spell on left mouse button and you run out of mana, your left mouse button will default back to a standard physical attack. So I can put a spell there, spam it, and then when I run out of mana, it's not going to keep me from using the left mouse button to attack. I think that's quite handy. On a ring, shield, or amulet.
Hello.
And I've completed another prophecy.
Blue sinew. It is protected from the flames, the storms, and the snow alike.
And I now have a Coral Ring of the Crystal that gives me plus 27 to maximum life and plus 4% to all elemental resistances. Cool.
There's a fine line between man and monster. Brutus, he well and truly crossed that line. Brutus is a big lad. And as you know from Philip, big lads are slow. Hit and run. That's the way to cut them down to size. Unless there's magic. Then, I'd ask Nessa to light a candle in the center.
You just said that you had a rare armor, correct?
Yeah.
War will be the
Okay.
savior of Rayclast. We must
So
take
this
the
one
fight
probably
to the
isn't as
corruption.
good.
We must conquer
10
the
to
black
strength,
spirits.
8 to max life, 1
There
life
is no other
regenerated
way.
per second, 10 to lightning
Where is
resistance,
my
1
army,
red
you ask?
sockets.
They are scattered across this land, oblivious to their calling. Exiles, Karui and Oriathan both. They will rally, but only if we give them cause. For now, let us content ourselves with a pact between two warriors. My wisdom and my armor. on the understanding that you serve Tukuhama, Father of War, when you can. On your own, you will survive. With others, you will conquer.
Sorry, I was in some dialogue. What were you saying, Benjamin?
Oh, I was asking about the armor.
Yeah, what was the specs on it? Do you have the specs in front of you?
Yes, okay, there we go. Armor 19, energy shield 7, plus 10 to strength, plus 8 to life.
I'm sorry, I got distracted. Skype's popping up in errors again. What was that?
19 armor, 7 energy shield, 10 to strength, 8 to max life, 1 life regen, 10% to lightning resistance, with 1 red socket.
I'll stick with what I got.
Okay.
Are you clearing the dungeon for me?
Oh. There we go.
Kind of
That would be
important.
a little bit better.
Yeah, are you in the dungeon or are you in town?
I'm in town.
Okay, well, you need to come to the dungeon.
Okay, there you are.
Yes.
Oh, is that it?
Yes.
First of the ascendancy
In
trials.
the court of the goddess, every man and woman is deemed worthy of redemption. Though you might be shackled by the tribulations of the past, the trials ahead offer you both freedom and
Shall we
glory.
proceed?
The future is yours, if you're bold enough to reach out for it.
Okay, so the Ascendancy Trials. They don't do anything this early in the game, but you want to go ahead and knock them out. Once you get to Act 3, you will find a statue. If you complete all the Ascendancy Trials scattered through the game, the statue will move and reveal a doorway that leads to a place called the Labyrinth. It is a very large area filled with booby traps, bosses, and other challenges. Once you complete it, you get to ascend, which opens up a special area of your skill tree that you'll get by clicking right here. And you go in there, and it lets you spend ascendancy points, special skill points that you get for completing the labyrinth in each difficulty. And they offer very impressive effects. In my case, I'm actually building this entire character around an ascendancy skill that converts my reserved mana into a energy shield buff for me and my allies. And yes, Benjamin, we will work our way through the ascendancy trial. Oh, the booby traps.
Normally I would have opened this, but so that everybody can see. You flip the lever. Now this is where it gets fun.
Yep.
It's a simple bit of timing, really, but, you know.
Oh, I thought it was going to be easy, man. Come on. Oh, misstep. I was trying to be all fancy and just run through it. And there's another tricolor.
Belief is the strongest metal of them all.
Cool. If you look on this tombstone doohickeys, you'll see that there are little circles on the sides. These
Six
will,
of them?
yes, these will light up with every ascendancy trial that you complete. Oh, I forgot I wasn't playing my witch. I was trying to summon my zombie army, but I can only have 3. How pathetic.
My mana is spent.
Just real quick, because I didn't hit these side areas. Just make sure there's nothing in them. Didn't think so.
Your humble servant thanks you, my god.
Oh, it's a strong box. Have we done a strong box on video yet?
No, I don't think so. I accidentally opened it.
No, I see that. I see that. Okay, would you like to explain what a strong box was?
Strong boxes are contain a lot of bad guys, and then hopefully have a lot of bad guys, and give you a bit of loot after that, depending on how quickly you kill them and how tough they were.
Yep. There are different types of strong boxes. Some of them, there's jeweler's boxes, I believe is the name of one, that contains jewels.
Yes, that.
There's a box that primarily contains whetstones and armor scraps, if I recall.
Yes. And of course, the rarity of the box actually determines how tough it's going to be, and again, the quality of the loot. You're a lot more likely to get good loot from those rares and magics than you are from
Do you need any flasks?
Not right now.
Okay. Oh, here's the upper prison. Shall we proceed so we can try to get to the boss by the end of the episode?
I think we can do that.
Okay. At vendors, you can trade an iron ring and a skill gem for a resistance ring. So true. If I was playing my necromancer, he would have made a good pet. As with this guy.
My mana is spent.
So you took that rare for yourself, Ben.
Yeah, actually, I am right now using some arrows.
So sneaky. Taking a rare that I'd never use. I'm insulted.
You should be.
You know, you probably should wait until we finish killing the necromancers.
That'll be good for you.
Okay, pick up your share of the loot. I'll grab whatever's left.
You should probably grab some of these portal scrolls.
I'll get to it. There we go. And I have character points to spend. Don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, oh okay, I was missing a node. Guess might as well ID this club. Club's significantly better than the one I have, but the one I have increases elemental damage. I think I'll go with the rare. Oh, but then there's another issue. No, there's not. Okay, I got it. Got it taken care of.
I have not the brawn to use this yet.
Except I can't equip that weapon. That's no good.
Really, I'm surprised.
Yeah, I don't have the strength.
You should get it very soon, though.
Probably.
My mana is spent.
Necromancer. I feel so treacherous when I kill them.
Because you're not keeping them as pets anymore.
Exactly. Found a unique.
That's when that magic find pays off.
Mm-hmm. Yay, empty room. And here's a rare. And there's a Diabolist.
My mana is spent.
And there's the Warden's Quarters. Oh, such a lovely, cheerful place.
Great interior decorator.
It is, yeah. I need to hire this guy.
Everybody should.
Oh, yeah. Like the decomposing corpses on the floor?
An
Great
exile
touch.
here.
Oh,
Shame
yeah.
the warden won't leave anything for me to examine. Make sure you tell our host that Piety of Theopolis sends her regards.
And there was Piety. She will become very, very important later in the game.
Still the Karui barbarians advance from the south. Lioneye is dead, his legion slaughtered. Should the need arise, we shall retreat through Prisoner's Gate, raising my barricade behind us. But our Lord Brutus nears readiness. Foul times demand heroism. The Warden will serve as our savior. May he crush the Karui into the sand with the mighty fists I shall gift to...
Okay. What'd you say, Benjamin?
Well, I said that was cheerful.
Mm-hmm. And here's the Warden's Chamber. You ready for this?
Oh, yeah. We already do that? Yeah, we already do those areas. Did we?
I'm over here, Benjamin. Standing
That
next to the
side.
rotting corpses. Okay. Hopefully I remember to use my molten shell this time. I tend to forget. Okay, do you want the vest or the sword?
Tormented soul.
The sword? Well, no, actually neither.
You don't want either.
Oh.
You're passing up rares. You also didn't see that tricolor, right?
Oh, I did want that. Oh,
Would you like to trade?
I think I will just want that.
I will take 2 rares for a tricolor.
I've got 1 rare.
No, you can just have it. I'm messing with you. I'd really like to think you wouldn't trade a rare for a tricolor.
Sometimes it's more useful.
On occasion.
Oh, I'm gonna need to clear space actually. So
How about I just hold on to it for now to speed things up?
yeah.
Okay. How does the shield compare? Yes, this would be a much better shield. Actually, pretty good for this early in the game. Do you need a shield, sir?
No, I don't.
I'll have to remember to save this goat hide buckler. I may need it for the blue socket. And we shall evacuate the prison. Prison break! Ooh, look at this nice pile of skulls. That is adorable. And this cobweb up here, oh wow.
It's just a beautiful job they did.
It is, it is. This does not compare to the temple in the later part of the game where there's a woman that makes sculptures out of corpses and bathes in human blood.
Well, you know, you gotta keep your complexion up.
Yeah, I wonder if it's actually the same interior decorator. It's just she had a little more money to throw at the project.
Oh yeah, that's why you have more corpses and the artful piles and
Yeah. Yeah, it was still under construction, though. I mean, I would have liked to have seen it in its full glory.
For some, death is welcomed with open arms. Did you end Brutus's suffering out of avarice
or
mercy?
spell AoE.
Only you know the answer to
Grants
that one.
mana regen. Oh, I
The warden's
definitely like
finally
that one.
free of his own prison. Well, since you're so bloody determined to cheat the britches of death, you'd better have this. And when they write the song about you, just be sure to mention that it was Tarkley who taught you everything you know.
Alright, what is Tarkley giving me? Flame Dash is pretty dang useful. Oh, an aura! Already. I don't recall seeing an aura this early in the game. They must base that on class. Or am I crazy? Benjamin, did they offer an aura this early in the game?
I don't remember one before. I think it is based on class.
Okay. Well, I think we know what I need.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually going to have to switch to an inferior shield just so I can get in their blue socket. I take this as a sign that this build was meant to be. And you did want the staff, or no? You did not.
No, I don't think I was going to be able to use that.
You wanted the tricolor. And you did not want the longsword? It's pretty good for this early in the game. It does...
I don't think it works well with my build, though.
Okay. It's got 13 to 30 physical damage, 15 27 fire damage, 2 to 5, I think that's lightning damage. No, 2 to 5 cold. Plus 2 life gain for each enemy hit by attacks. Plus 4 life gain on kill. Plus 27 to accuracy rating.
Well, that's not bad.
If I did not need additional blue sockets, I would equip it. Actually, is there a blue socketed gem I can just get rid of? I think I'll get rid of this lightning sport gem. It's not that great. Would you agree with that decision?
Yes.
Oh, this is a two-handed sword. No, I think I'll stick with the shield.
You could have it as an alternate.
That's true.
I'll need to be lighter on my feet to use this.
But then I don't meet the dexterity requirements, because one of my other pieces of equipment, namely my shield, is necessary to meet the requirement. I will stash it for now. Who knows? I might use it later. Sell the staff. Save the tricolor for you. Boom. Sell this extra armor. Keep the club for now. Keep the shield for now. There we go. Do you have room for this tricolor?
Oh yes, I should definitely have room now.
All right. And let's continue. Really excited to see how this aura works. Not really suited for our characters since it's a mana regen aura, but you know, it's an aura.
Actually, it would help because just because we are meleeers, the special attacks actually still use mana, so we aren't exactly out of our depth using those.
Is true. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to show you what an aura does. I'm going to tweak my skills a little bit here. Rearrange things. All right. So, an aura, as you can see, Benjamin, could you protect me while I'm speaking? Thank you very much. Please don't let me burn to death with the wolves. Benjamin! Benjamin!
Run.
Oh, I leveled up. That was nice.
This is a unique.
Well, maybe I need to deal with that real quick.
Yeah.
Hold on, ladies and gents. We will return to the action here in a second. Okay, there. Are you happy now?
Yes, we got it.
Couldn't even protect me from dang fire, fox, wolf monster. Alright, auras. Auras grant a buff to both you and individuals near you. The range of the aura starts at small, but there are passive abilities that increase that, which I believe we've already picked some up. But the downside is you will see a stat there called Mana Reserved. When we activate this aura, it locks off part of our mana so we can no longer use it. Later in the game, though, we will get a ascendancy node that actually offers a buff to energy shield based on how much mana is reserved. And that will be the focus of this character. Now, a smart player, unlike Ben, would actually stay by me now so that he could take advantage of this aura. But instead, he is going to run off all willy-nilly to go get himself murdered. And I will fight this rare and take all of the loot. And he will bring beetles to assail me. Beware of exploding foxes. How far does this aura affect you?
What kind of boost does it give?
Well, you should see an icon for it. It's called Clarity, and it grants you mana regen. So how far away can you get before it stops affecting you?
Alright, let's test. Right about here.
Oh, that's a tiny sphere. You see, you should stay close to me. Oh, I actually turned it off. There we go. Key bindings for the win. Oh, shrine, shrine, shrine. Oh yeah, who got a shrine? I got a shrine. Standing on a pile of corpses.
Find your own way in land, exile.
But we want to go with you.
And she's not very friendly, is she?
No.
I mean, I was just gonna ask her for some directions, and off she runs, tries to impale me on spikes. Leaves this hermetic seal. Terrible. Very poor manners.
Maybe we had a Groupon we were going to share.
Oh yeah. Like, I hear there's this great sushi restaurant up the block. I mean,
Now she's never going to get to see it.
no. Have you checked up here?
Yes.
And there's no passage?
Oh, the passage is over here.
Oh, you've already found the passage.
Yeah, this was one of those maps where it's always the same.
Is it?
Yes.
I don't think so. I think it moves. You have lightning now.
No, that wasn't me.
Oh, it's this big scary dude down here. We should probably run down and kill him.
Yes.
You want to get these wolves off my back? Oh, the burn. Feeling the burn. I just picked up a rapier. Do you want it?
Sure.
Okay. Congratulations.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes. Well, I guess now I have a reason to take Amplify. Benjamin, we're going to conduct a test. Come here.
Okay.
And then right after this, I think we'll call this episode to a close. This is not an ideal place to end it. Okay. Walk out until just past the point the aura stops. Okay. You're there?
Yep.
Now, some people have said that Amplify increases the range of auras, but I've also heard that it doesn't. So we're going to test that theory. I am taking Amplify right now. Are you in the aura now?
Right here, yeah. It looks like it's a little bit farther.
That should be
Go ahead and take it off.
5% larger.
Okay.
Is it 5% larger?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead and let me get right there on the edge. If you remove it.
I can't remove it. It was a node.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Did we pass any good loot?
Minorly okay loot.
Okay.
There are a few things here and there. I think there were some things you needed to pick up.
All right. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and call this episode to a close. And in the period between episodes, I guess I'm going to sort through some loot. Thank you for watching Paths of Exile.